Hi David, nice to see you. Couple of days on, obviously, from that defeat over the weekend. How do you feel now, a couple of days on?
Yeah, it still doesn't feel good, to be fair, because I think we missed a chance to collect some points, but obviously it's done, over. We've spoken about it, we analyzed it, and now everything is going straight forward into the next game, Hull tomorrow.
Yeah. Can you put your finger on what went wrong?
Yeah, obviously in our ball possession we were not good enough. We gave too many easy turnovers away. What for sure can't happen tomorrow, because this is one of the strengths of Hull, the transition, and they like to turn the opponents very quick. And in the situations where we had the chances to be brave, to attack, to go forward, we slowed the game down too often, and this is something which we shouldn't have done. This is part of how you create intensity and energy, that you really try to go forward, that you really like to attack. This wasn't what we have done, especially in the first half. Second half was better without playing on our best, and obviously the last 5 games have shown that we get too much affected by scoring a goal or conceding a goal. So the range in between our performances after we score the first one or the second one, or after we concede, is too big. And this is for sure something where we have to be stronger, that we altogether know goals, conceding or scoring is part of the game. So this can't affect how you then deal with the situation or perform for the next 10-15 minutes. And this is something where we have to be more clear in our head, more calm, more relaxed, have more trust in ourselves, and believe that however the score is, we always have the quality, the capability to perform. Performance shouldn't get influenced from have you scored or have you conceded. You are not a better player or a less good player because you scored a goal or you conceded in a game. This is how it should not happen, and this is where we have to work on.
It's interesting you mentioned that, because the team has struggled to come from behind when they do fall from behind. Well, how do you address that? What steps you need to do? Is it a mental thing?
Yeah, it for sure it looks like, yes, but at the end of the day, it's exactly what I said. And I'm not interested in what happened. As I said, leave in the past what was in the past. But if we now speak about the 5 games which we played together, it is clear and obvious that when we scored or when we conceded, it affected our game, and that this is a little bit the case. I understand it. We are human beings, but the range in our game is too big, even against Coventry. So we scored early. We scored 1, 2, or 3. Even after we conceded the 1 goal, we didn't play to our strength, and this is exactly what I like to make clear. That we together, and obviously we're working on this, and this is first and foremost my job, to make clear that whatever the scoreline is, you are the same player with the same qualities, with the same strength. You have the same idea, the same game plan. Follow and make sure that your performance is right, and the range in our performance is too big. This is how I've seen it in the last 5 games, and this is where we all together have to make clear we believe in ourselves, we believe in our strength as an individual and in us as a group. However we will score or we will concede, it continues, because goals are part of the football game.
Yeah, that consistency. I mean, in the 5 games you've had spells where you've been brilliant as a team, and spells where you struggled. How do you get that consistency, and is it going to take time?
I think this is exactly what we've now mentioned, that we make us independent from the scoreline in the situations, as we do try to make us independent if we play away or at home. It's all about us. We have to make sure that we play to our strength, that believe in our strength, that we do what we've spoken about, what we like to do, and that more or less it's independent who is on the opposite side. It's that we have to make our game on the highest level consistently, and this is obviously what needs time for sure. Every experiences which you have or which you had in the past, every game, every training will help to grow, to to get to this point where everything is more or less happening without thinking about it. And sometimes in our periods of the game, we have too many situations where we have to think about it. It's not automatically what can't be, to be fair, but this is where we work on.
Yeah. Marquinhos and Jolis, they missed the game on Saturday. Are any of them back in contention?
Christos looks that he is back for tomorrow. Marquinhos looks like that he will not be back for tomorrow.
Any other injuries from Saturday's game?
No, everybody looks fine.
Brilliant. And how about Hull? Because again, they've been on a decent run. What have you made of them?
Yeah, good team, confident team, a crossing team. A team likes to play football if you allow them to play. A team which goes in behind quick. We are aware about everything what we have to know. But it doesn't change what I said from the first time. Opponent, we respect them, we know them, we make our players aware what their strengths are and where we maybe see some areas where we can hurt them, and anything else is only about us. If we do our stuff right, if we play on our level in ball possession and against the ball, with hopefully a big crowd, Tuesday night, Carrow Road, this was never comfortable, and we have to make sure that this is uncomfortable. And for this, obviously, we need our supporters from the first second. This is the same. Like I said, we have to make sure that they are immediately behind us. We are the first guys, the first ones who have to prepare it, and then very quick our supporters have to play their part for sure. If we like to turn our form at Carrow Road, we need them from the first second, and I know that they will be there. We have to make sure that they consistently be behind us.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned the form at Carrow Road. It's not been great for a while now. How do you think you can turn that around? And are the players happy to play at home, or are they worried about playing at home?
I can't see that anybody is worrying about to play at home. To be fair, Carrow Road sold out, floodlight. So who is not looking forward to such a game has not the right job. So we are really looking forward to do it. And as I said, every new game is a new chance, and we have now a new chance which we like to grab with both hands. It's all about us. We have to make sure that we turn this. I'm aware about the home record, even if I said let's leave please in the past what was in the past. But we have to make sure, obviously tomorrow should be our night where we will get the crowd behind us from the first second, put the pressure on the opponent, which we love to do, make sure that we create moments offensively and to keep them away from our goal. This obviously is our aim.
Yeah, and finally, like I said, Carrow Road, under the lights, Tuesday night, Valentine's Day. Can you think of a better place to spend Valentine's Day than that?
Now I have to be careful what I answer, because my wife maybe listens. So no, to be with my wife together, this would be very... Now I listen. No, for me, seriously, it's great. So it's my first floodlight evening game at Carrow Road. I'm really looking forward to it.
Excellent. Hope it goes well.
Thank you.
Paddy? I don't quite know how to follow that one, David. I was trying to think of a witty line.
I have to ask you, but you answer now.
I'm so happy. I'll have to be making it up to her. You lost me train of thought. What I wanted to ask you, tying together what Andy was talking about there with Carrow Road, not getting the wins that this group of players probably should have had already this season, but also interestingly, you're talking there about the range of performance in the 5 games you feel is too big, it's too wide. Are we basically talking more or less about the same thing? Maybe there's a lack of confidence in this group as well, because it has been quite a bumpy ride this season for this group of players.
No, to be fair, it's even not only over the 5 games. It's we've seen it even in one game. That the range is too big, and only that we get it clear. It's up to me and my background staff to make sure that we assess this and to work on this. Obviously, it shows that this group gets affected by positive results, positive moments, like scoring goals, scoring early, and obviously by conceding. And as I said, that this is the case, I understand, but the range is too big, far too big, and too long as well. So if we take the example Coventry, it took us till halftime till we were able to come together, calm down, speak about it, and then we were back on track. And even now in Bristol, the second half was a little bit better than the first half, and the first half, especially after we conceded, was not good. And this is what we have to make sure that everybody knows exactly, first of all, knows his role, what he has to do, and then it's all about the belief, the trust, and as well the desire to know, come on, I'm this type of footballer, I have this characteristics as a footballer, I have this quality. If I've scored as a team or if I conceded, this doesn't change. I'm the same footballer, aren't I? And this is exactly what you have to show in this moment.
I thought it was interesting after the game Saturday, you talked about the first half you felt was probably where it was won and lost, and you wasn't happy with the intensity and the energy from your side. I mean, is it fair to say they're probably non-negotiables for you moving forward, that if players can't give you that energy and that intensity, then they're probably not going to play in a David Wagner team?
Yeah, but this is why I got hired, and this is exactly what I said, what we will do. There is a clear idea of football which we like to play with this football club, where everybody committed to, and obviously it's up to us that everybody understands it, and once they understood it, everybody has to follow and has to show it. And if we speak about the intensity, only that we get it clear, for me, the intensity in ball possession against Bristol was not how it should be. We didn't speed up the game. We didn't move forward when we had the opportunity to do. Against the ball, defensively, I think we really wanted to press them high. We forced them to these long balls. We unfortunately had too many turnovers, which we gave the ball too quick away, and then we looked not solid defensively because of our offensive game again. And this was where I wasn't happy with the intensity in our offensive game. But back to your question, obviously yes, we like to have, and to be fair, all the players so far have shown this. They like to get used to this style. They train very hard. They worked very hard to get used to it. And obviously, it isn't natural to them so far. Can't be after 5 games or 4 weeks, 5 weeks. I have no idea how long. But the periods which they have shown it were there. Very good periods as well. And we have to make sure that this is now consistently there, and that we very clear speak about in games what went wrong or what went right, and from both you can learn and you can move forward from it.
And is it fair to say that desire or that demand to move the ball quickly and to be better in terms of ball possession, that's probably then going to be reflected in the other stat, which was one shot on target from 60% possession? If you get that element of your game, you would think you'll create more chances and better quality chances.
Yeah, absolutely right. And this is exactly what we like to do. And what we've done, to be fair, we should not now underrate how good the players have done in this 5 games, in some periods as well. So we had, I don't know how many box entries in this 5 games, goals as well, opportunities, chances, clear-cut chances, but not consistently enough, and this is where we have to work on.
I just want to ask you about one, brought him on second half on Saturday, Liam Gibbs, because we've not spoken to you about him, a young player. What do you see there? What type of midfielder do you think he can be, and can he be obviously clearly a part of what you're trying to build moving forward?
Top talent. Gibbsy, I really love him. He has a lot of qualities. He has a lot of things to learn. He is still learning. He's very open-minded. Can play more or less every position in midfield. I think at the minute, not the defensive position will be his best because of his physicality, where he has to improve. But he will improve, and he's a very good talent which we have, where I'm very happy that we have him. As I said, there is a lot of work to do, but to bring him forward to the potential which he has, I'm really looking forward to do it. Obviously, the most important thing for every young player who is a talent is that he is patient enough, and this is the big headline for him. Work hard, be patient, take opportunities which will you get, and if you will not get them, work further.
As much as the focus clearly has to be on the here and now and the rest of this season, but does that excite you when you look at a player like Gibbs, Barley Mumber? I know you've not worked with him directly, but going out and having a good loan period at Plymouth in a team who are fighting for the title there, and Tompkinson as well. You know, Omabama Daly, he's not that old, is he, ultimately? So the sense that you've got a crop of young players you could maybe build something around, does that excite you moving forward?
Absolutely, for 100%. Don't forget Adam Ida, and we have, and I will not mention names, some talent in the academy which trained with us now for 4 weeks, which I've seen, where I'm really looking forward to what we can get out of this player. So there is talent here in the building, in the academy, and I will be the man together with my backroom staff to push them forward, to bring them forward. What they have to do, as I said, they have to work really hard, more than they maybe have done before, and they have to be patient. And when they get the chance, and for everybody is the chance just around the corner, they have to be ready.
Just final one from me, actually. I think Rob might have asked you about it before the weekend, but tonight is the shareholder meeting. Are you aware of that process going on in the background? I know it's not your immediate focus, but clearly, you know, it might, moving forward, have a big bearing on the direction of the club, or at the top of the club at least. So do you have a sense of what's going on there? Are you fully informed, fully keeping abreast of it?
Yeah, I know everything what I have to know. I'm fully informed, but it's not my position to give comments on this, but I'm aware about the process and I'm informed about the process.
And not on the process specifically, but more broadly, as a head coach, that stability around the club, that's vital, isn't it, for you to be able to just focus on what you need to focus on and build something with your group of players, to have that away from the pitch, you know that everything's there and the plans are in place and everybody's moving forward. Yeah,
absolutely. I think as much as we all together like to have the short-term success, which is for me tomorrow Hull, beating Hull, it's so great to be in an environment where people are working and working hard and delivering since 20 years or more this stability, and delivering the opportunity to have a facility like this, to have an academy like we have, where we can hopefully produce further talents from our background, from our area. And this is one of the reasons why I loved to join this football club. And I every second I was here now in the last 5 weeks were exactly how I hoped it will be. So and this is for sure one very important part if we look now to the medium or long term, which this football club will for sure get in the future.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.